Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee and welcome to this video. We're going to be doing some Christmas card making and we're going to be making this card that also doubles as a gift card holder. So you can see here the space here for your gift card, and then you've got your place to write your message, and then it folds back in like this. Isn't that cute? So that's what we're going to be making today. Going to start off with our sentiment, which says Christmas, and we're going to be, I've die cut it from this die, which is the Peaceful Season dies, and I've cut my back from Shaded Spruce this time and my front from some gold foil cardstock, and I'm just going to add some glue to my gold foil. I just want to get my tweezers if I can find them. Where are they? Here they are, so I can use it to hopefully hold my gold. And then we're just going to put a little bit of glue, if we can, just a tiny amount. There we go, just a really little amount. And the tweezer should sort of try and help me get this in position. It's a wet glue, so that also helps. A dry glue would be really difficult to maneuver this into position, but you want to be able to just coax it to where you want to sit it and just give it that wriggle room to get down. Lovely. Now I'm going to put a dot of glue here where I know the tip for the eye is. And where's my take your pick tool? Here it is. Here's my piece here. And I'm just going to put this down there. Doesn't that look cute? Really happy with that. So just going to put the pin back in my glue so it doesn't dry out. Lovely. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the other part of our sentiment, which is going to be heat embossed, and that's the Merry. So I'm just going to get a scrap piece of basic white cardstock. Just looking for a piece. Here we go. Let's see. And I'm going to use my powder tool so that I only get embossing powder where I want it, inking. And I'm going to be using the Peaceful Season stamp set. No, I'm not. I'm going to be using Greetings of the Season stamp set. Let me get that out. Eek. There we go. I'm going to be using the Merry from here. So let's find it. There it is. This is actually the stamp set that coordinates with the dies. It's a lovely stamp set. Really, really nice. And there is a Merry here you can use as well. So let's have a look and see that Merry. We'll use that Merry. Then we'll keep everything together. And why not? All my stamps are stuck to each other. There we go. Let's use that Merry, and then we'll be using the same stamp set. So Peaceful Season is the one we're going to use after all that faffing about. Okay, let us find a block and get some stamping underway. So I'm going to use my grid paper to line everything up. So let's stick down the Merry there. Stick that down. And then going to ink up Merry. Sounds a bit funny, doesn't it? And then just stamp, hold it in position, lift it up, and then I'm going to use some gold embossing powder. Now I've just put my embossing powder in a little tub because I've got more than one tub of it there. And then I'm going to just pour over my embossing powder. Now if there's any powder where you don't want it to be, you can just use a little paintbrush just to flick it away. I'm just going to tap off any excess and that will be fine for me. And then we're going to attempt to get this back in this little pot without making a mess. Not always the easiest thing for me. There we go. Now I'm going to heat set that And I'm going to take my heat tool. I'll usually let it heat up for about 30 seconds before I take it to my project. Okay, so our little sentiment is heat embossed, and I've just matted it. I cut it up with my trimmer and just matted it on some shaded spruce cardstock. So let's make our base. So we've got here a piece of shaded spruce cardstock, and this measures 13 centimeters by 28.5 centimeters. And then I've got a base piece here, and this is just a quarter sheet of A4 cardstock. So that's going to measure 10.5 centimeters by 14.85 centimeters. We need to score this piece, so let's bring our trimmer in. And I'm going to need the arm out on my trimmer. And we're going to score this piece at 9.5 centimeters. So where's 9.5? There it is. Remember, on this trimmer, the light grey blade is the scoring blade. So 9.5 centimeters. And then again at 19 centimeters. Okay. So that's our base. We need to make our little pocket. And we're going to score our pocket on... Our pocket here is going to measure 11 centimeters by 8, and we want to score it at 1 centimeter on 3 sides. So let's do that. We've got 1, and then so 2 of the short sides and 1 of the long sides. So there we go. Okay. Is all of our scoring done. So let us fold on our score lines. So let's deal with the pocket first. I'm going to fold on all of those score lines, and then you'll see at the bottom you have this little square. You want to cut across the square at an angle, just like this. So you're just cutting out that bulk when you're making your pocket, just like that. Okay, so then you'll find when you fold it up that you don't have any bulk here in the corners. Okay, so you can see here I need to cut just a little bit more out. That's perfect. I don't have any bulk in those corners, and that's why we do that. Okay, so now our big piece here, we want to fold on these score lines. Going to fold them both ways to really get that score line working. Whoopsie daisy. Okay, so if you consider this is going to be your base, I'll show you here on my original, and it's going to fold out just like that. So you are going to fold out and in the same way, just like that. So I'm going to give that a good thing. So it's just going to fold out. So you've got a valley and a mountain fold. Okay, let's do some sticking now. Our base piece here, this is going to be the Sentimental Christmas. I'm going to use this red this time, so I'm going to just stick this down. You could use whichever side you want. I'm going to use the other side. It's a lovely old-fashioned style, very retro paper, and it is glorious. So let's put that down there. Now I am going to stick down my base. Make sure that's not going anywhere. I'm just going to centre it on my paper, left to right and top to bottom, like that. Use my bone folder to get a really good adhere. Now here in my middle panel I've got some basic white cardstock, and I'm going to put that down. Now, I'm not going to tell you all the measurements. The measurements will be on the blog post on my website, and you can find the link to that in the description box below. So do check that out. Okay, so now we can see where we're going. So now I want to put a piece of paper down here, and this again is this beautiful Sentimental Christmas. I love these little deer. These remind me of some of the pictures I used to have when I was a kid, and I used to put in scrapbooks. Really lovely vintage style. So now on the front of our pocket, I'm going to put down some of the small pattern paper here, and this is just the other side of that one that we used before. I think my Tombow is getting towards the end of its bottle, but I want to use up every scrap. Now I'm going to put glue on these tabs here of our pocket. And then I'm just going to center this. So I'm going to fold over the bottom one. I'm just going to center it as best as I can. That will do. And fold in the side pieces, just like that. I'm not going to push anything down until I know I'm happy with the placement, and then I can push it down for a really good adhesion. Get that bone folder in there. Give it a really good press down. Okay, and that will be a pocket for a gift card. So you can see here, that will be a pocket for the gift card there. Okay, so let's put this back in our original. So we've got that, and then I'm going to put my last piece of pattern paper here on the front. So I need to make sure I put it the right way around, obviously. Okay, so that's going to go here on the front. Now we're going to decorate it, so let's put down our Christmas. And I can't remember what I did for this one. Let me have a look and see. Yes, I did pop this up on some dimensionals, so let's do that. Find my dimensionals. Here they are. And then I'm just going to use, I call them the baby ones, they're called mini dimensionals. And that'll be enough. Take the backings off, get rid of those, and then I'm just going to put this wherever I want it. So I think I'm going to have it there, Christmas, and then I'm going to pop this up as well on Mary. Okay, let me clear the decks a bit. Give myself, I've got glue on my bone folder, that doesn't surprise me. If you haven't glued your fingers together, you're not a crafter. And I'm going to put this down here to say Merry Christmas. Isn't that cute? Okay. Now, finishing touches, I'm going to use some shaded spruce ribbon, which I love. It's really pretty ribbon. So let's try and make a bow out of this if we can. Let's see what we can achieve. Making a bit of a mess of this bow, but I don't pretend to be an expert at making bows. Some people just seem to make the most glorious bows, and I've said that I'm so jealous. I wish I could do that, but not a chance. I'm all fingers and thumbs when it comes to bows. All thumbs, I should say. Okay, let's stick this one down. It looks cute anyway, with some good old-fashioned glue dots. So let's don't want to cover my deer up. There we go. All right, and that is our gift cards. There you go, 2 lovely gift card cards, and as you can see, it folds up to have your gift card, and mine's hidden in here. You can put the one in here as well. You can see there it is. So there we go. So I hope you enjoyed the project. If you did, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know. And please don't forget to subscribe to future videos. As I said, all the information you might need is linked in the description box below. So until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.